I have waited way too long for this, so let's get this puppy open. The box definitely looks smaller, and the entire package feels a lot heavier than I expected it to be. Easy open packaging, you've got to love that. But Apple has been consistently doing this for a long time now, so I would expect nothing less. First impressions, I've seen Bose, LG, Google, Samsung, Sonos and all the other major players. For design, hands down this is the best. It's the Lamborghini of speakers. It looks like something that should be placed in a fine arts museum. Even the cable looks beautiful with a matching fabric finish. Inside the box, we have some minimalistic paperwork, as usual. The seamless finish of the acoustically transparent mesh fabric looks great. The flush top hides a multicolored display which only illuminates when interacted with. It's undeniably cool. The setup process is a breeze. Hover the phone over the top of the HomePod and it will guide you through the rest of the setup process. Inside all this brutal simplicity, Apple has quite a bit of tech going on. It has an A8 chip, that's the same processor that powered the iPhone 6 and the 6 Plus. It's some pretty powerful brains for a speaker. Traditionally, speakers have always had the base towards the bottom end to make it bounce off surfaces and the tweeter on top, but Apple has done it the other way around. It has one upward facing woofer and 7 tweeters covering the entire 360 degrees. It has 6 microphones. The A8 chip uses the speakers and the microphone to analyze the room like a sonar. By measuring the distance between the walls and the speaker, it automatically adjusts itself to give you the best listening experience. It has accelerometers inside, so when you pick it up and move it, it does all these clever calculations all over again and adjusts itself to give you a consistent audio experience. When it comes to design and simplicity, Apple really likes to take its time. The HomePod has been in development since 2012. The result of all this hard work clearly shows in the way it looks. But when you place it in the center of the room and play your favorite song, the penny drops. The woofer really isolates the mids and low frequencies, which is very refreshing to hear. So Apple has definitely struck the right note with the upward facing woofer. I'm sure that other companies will follow suit with this arrangement. The 20mm peak-to-peak movement of the woofer in such a small package is Apple engineering at its best. It's quite the powerhouse and can shift some serious air. The tweeters have a lot of texture and can surprise you during the strumming of an acoustic guitar.
Off of your feet. Will your mouth still remember the taste of my love? Will your eyes still smile from your cheeks?
It is capable of getting seriously loud, and even at max volume, there is no distortion or jarring. Getting to the smart bit of this smart speaker, the HomePod has Siri built in. The competition is growing strong with Google and Alexa, so there is a lot of catching up to be done. But that takes nothing away from how good these speakers are. Siri can evolve with software updates. The response from Siri is quick, and you can see it is very clearly more driven towards the music features of Apple. As of now, Siri does fine, but is clearly not the best voice assistant in my house. We have quite a few misunderstandings. The 6 mics do a great job in picking up my voice even when the HomePod is in full blast, something that I've not seen in any of the other devices so far. Apple claims that if there are 2 HomePods in the same room, they will recognize each other and will work as a pair of stereo speakers. They also compete with the likes of Sonos in the multi-room home audio. But both these features are not available at launch and will come over software updates along with AirPlay 2. If you don't have an Apple device with you and you have made it this far into the review, well done. But unfortunately, the HomePods will mean nothing to you. It will not work with Android. Apple likes to keep their ecosystem closed. There were rumors that the HomePod will only support Apple Music, but that's not true. They work fine with Spotify, BBC iPlayer, and YouTube over AirPlay. All my home automation is managed by Sonoff, which is the cheapest way to home automation. Click the link in the description to watch my video on that. But the problem is all of my lights and switches only work with Amazon's Echo or Google's Home. There is no Apple HomeKit support for Sonoff yet, and I doubt there ever will be. The devices supported by the Apple HomeKit are usually on the higher end of the price spectrum. So straight out of the box, I know that the HomePod is not going to replace Alexa or Google Home in my house. I will probably find a way around this because the HomePods are here to stay. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. It helps me a lot. Thanks for watching. Take care.